This is an exam question about species of plants living in dry conditions. So part E says state the general name given to plants which live successfully in dry areas. So you just simply need to state that they are xerophytes. And part 2 says state 2 features that such a plant may possess and explain how each of these features may contribute to its success in dry areas. So we need to state 2 features and explain. So we need a feature and explanation, 1 mark for the feature, 1 mark for the explanation, twice. So 4 marks in total. Right, there are obviously more than 2 features of xerophytic plants, so I'm just going to go through those. So the first thing you can say about xerophytic plants is that they have a thick cuticle, and that reduces water loss via the epidermis. It also reflects light. This cuticle is waxy. Xerophytes also have hairs. They trap water vapor. The stomata are sunken. Again, that traps water vapor. So that reduces the water potential outside of the stomata compared to the inside of the stomata, so less water moves out by diffusion. They've got a thick epidermis, top layer of cells of the leaves, and that's going to reduce water loss via the surface. They've got small leaves, usually rolled up into spines, and therefore they've got fewer or no stomata, and that's going to reduce water loss. You could also say the spines are to prevent them being eaten. They've got rolled leaves, and that's what the rolling of the leaves actually makes the spines. So the stomata are on the inside. Imagine a leaf rolled up. The stomata therefore are going to be on the inside of the leaf, which is then going to reduce water loss to the atmosphere. They've got a small internal space, like sponge and mesophyll, so therefore there's a small surface area for water to be lost. They've got thick fleshy stems, which means that the cells have got a large water store. So those fleshy stems hold and store water. They've got long and deep roots, so therefore they can reach water. the roots have got a low water potential. So that increases the uptake of water. Water will move from a high water potential to a low water potential. They have fewer stomata, so that's going to reduce water loss. When you look at cacti, they're like in a dense rosette habitat. So it shelters them out, that provides shelter out of the wind. And we know if you've got wind blowing away the water vapor, that's going to increase water loss. So a dense rosette habitat keeps them out of the wind, so the stomata are protected. Again, reducing water loss. These plants are also tolerant of desiccation, which means they can lose water without damage, cell damage, or death. And the final thing you can say is that they reproduce when conditions are right, so when water is present. So that increases the chance of survival. Okay, this is a copy of the mark scheme for your reference. You would need to include 2 of these adaptations and 2 reasons why it enables the plants to survive in dry conditions.